All right. We're finally on the fucking bullshit. Watch that faggot Raw, that piece of shit Raw that we had to watch and sit through. Thanks, Vince McMahon, for making a show for fucking retards. Really happy, Vince. Thanks. Thanks for making that show tonight, bro. Really appreciate sit through that. That was nice of you. Glad we watched that fucking stupid show tonight. And, then I'm glad that the computer froze, and then I had to reboot. And then I'm glad when I tried to reboot that every single time I tried to click on a scene on the thing that I pay $30 for, that I got this little fucking box popping up blocking me from being able to do anything over and over again in front of my screen. And then when I hit the words upgrade, thinking I needed to pay them again, then it would say, no, you've already paid. Oh, cool. And then going back, and then it's saying upgrade again. But I can't, because every time I try to upgrade, you tell me that I've already paid with this message every single time. So you can't pay. But here, can you pay? Could you pay? We'd like you to pay for this. We'd like you to pay for this. Can you please pay for this?
They want you to pay twice, though. They want you to pay twice.
Pay again for this. Oh, I can't pay again. And by the way, maybe later. If you hit maybe later, this thing just keeps popping up no matter what you do on XSplit. So yeah, maybe later. Oh, but we're just going to keep popping this thing up in front of your face. It's just going to keep happening. Over and over and over and over and over again. That's great. And what's the answer to this, you might ask? Looks like there was an error in the system, but we've manually corrected that.
Yeah, that's what they said to me. Log out, log back in.
Yeah, they had to fix it, though, first. You can't just log out and log back in. They had to fix something.
Yeah, that's what they told me. They looked at it, and they saw that it was down. Something they had to correct, and now you have to log out and log back in.
Yeah, I logged out and logged in like 900 times before this, though. They're fucking idiots. Thanks. I'm glad it happened.
Yeah, they have to hit something on their end that verifies your purchase.
It's like, I'm glad that happened right as I began this review. I think this happened to me one other time, too. Probably because I probably did owe the subscription, and I probably paid for it during my review as I went to do my review. Or I probably re-upped thinking there was a problem and paid on this night, and then, I don't even know. I don't know. But either way, that's going on. I thought I fixed my computer crashing problem when I took the RAM out of it and put new RAM in it, but it still did it again tonight. So I'm glad to know that a $1,000 computer lasts 8 months. That's great. Probably the RAM is incompatible, burnt the CPU. I don't know. But I don't even know, man. Fucking
football season is over, you know, as far as the normal season goes, and this is what they come out with to have a big, you know, draw. And I didn't dislike the opening to Raw. I liked what they did with Randy Orton. He's got a mask. It's not anything permanent. He's got, you know, scars on his face, but they clarified it's first-degree burns. So those don't leave. Those are usually just superficial scars. You know, it's just on the first layer. It's not anything too serious. It'll look bad, but it heals after a few weeks' time. So thankfully, you know, they can use that as part of the storyline. And, you know, it was kind of an interesting thing that they did. But I hated everything else that they did with Alexa for the rest of the night.
Yeah.
And usually I'm the one defending the Fiend and all about everything. I know people didn't like Randy stuff and liked Alexa stuff. Maybe I'm the ass backwards one here, but I didn't care for anything they did with Alexa, and I don't think it was her fault. She acted well, but the Alexa's Playground segment with Asuka was awful. That was so tedious to watch. That was painful to sit through.
Yeah, I'm the same way as you. I thought the opening with Randy was amazing.
The main event dragged even more.
Yeah, the opening with Randy, he said so much stuff. That was a long promo. like really long.
I thought it was very well delivered from him, and I like the look of the stupid mask that he has on. You know, the burn scars support mask there, and at least they're selling and continuing a story. They're selling an injury angle. I was like, damn, they're actually keeping up with this, and so I like the stuff with Randy. And usually I'm kind of down on Randy, but it was well acted, well delivered, and I like that it continued off of where we left off last week. They had a cliffhanger. And Orton, basically, it looks like he's almost becoming the Fiend in a way. So now, because the Fiend is dead, I like the idea of him being possessed and kind of becoming the Fiend. And
but so is
now he's got to wear a mask.
Alexa's kind of becoming him too.
Yeah, they both are. But the way they did it with Alexa tonight, like I said, she acted it well. But don't sit there. All right, that's a good spot. I like that idea. But then having the rocking horse rock on its own and trying to. It felt just super silly. It's very childish, and a lot of the show is super childish, and that's a huge problem. Instead of focusing and kind of having a show aimed at every demographic, it feels like a lot of this is just now specifically strictly aimed at children.
Yeah, this seems super children-like. And here's the thing: this Alexa and Randy stuff would be better if it was a support thing. Like this was the attraction story or the weird supernatural story going on in the mid-card top, like your Undertaker Kane stuff, WrestleMania 14.
This shouldn't be the main event.
But yeah, this is all there is. And so because everything else is just so cartoony, this doesn't do as well as it really should. Like, it should do better, but it doesn't because it's the only thing. And I don't know, man. Like, it's just...
And Asuka, I can't stand her overly bubbly, dance around, giddy, stupid attitude that she's had, with this championship run especially. But Asuka really acted like a moron through this whole thing. I mean, she was embarrassing to watch. That was ridiculous. That's your women's champion acting like a friggin' idiot.
Yeah, it was really like Bozo the Clown. She did appear like a clown.
I know there's a language barrier, but she makes herself seem so over the top slapstick that it's ridiculous.
It's kind of weird.
It's not enjoyable.
It's kind of funny because she like reminds me of like one of my aunts or something. She literally reminds me.
But it's not Asuka. That's not Asuka.
Yeah. Yeah, but she reminds me of one of my aunts, like, or my mother or something. When my mother acts silly, like she's like that. I'm not even kidding. Like, it's very strange. I don't like it. There was nothing. AJ and Ricochet was good tonight. They had a couple weird botches. Shell's donating. Shell's dropping the 21. We're getting black font. That's different. Still learning this. What's up, Shell? Sorry you guys had to wait, man. This was a nightmare. What's up, Shell?
Shell tipped $21. Raw was so fucking retarded that if I was a guy, I'd punch my own cock.
With that voice, that made that even better.
Oh my god, dude, I've got all these new voices now and everything. I want to say, man, it's crazy. There's so many voices, so many things. Shell, thank you for that. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of them. I'm loaded right now with all kinds of different things. Yeah, it was so boring, and that's why I was even more mad that I couldn't get on the air quick enough for you guys, because, you know, at least you're set through that, and you're like, all right, let's see an explosion now, and instead I was completely just distracted with what's wrong right now. Oh, my computer crashed. Okay, no problem. We'll reset it. We'll get back on. And normally when you reset it, the cache, like, and everything gets clearer, the RAM and everything, and it does better.
Yeah, it just runs better.
Yeah, so like, okay, it's been on for hours, you know, I should have restarted it. But then the XSplit has the problem, and it's just like, oh my god, man, like, you got to be kidding me. On top of that, Raw, dude, I just almost smashed so much stuff in here, it's unbelievable. I think I broke my printer.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, because the only positive takeaways, I think, from tonight were probably got to be, for me personally, the opening with Orton. I would give a good rating, a decent review, and Gun to head. The AJ Styles Ricochet match was enjoyable. They did have some odd botches at points and times, but I liked what they did. I liked that they went ahead and continually, tried to one-up each other, and they let AJ go ahead and get the Styles Clash victory. With them showing that WWE documentary of the untold story with his debut into the company, which is excellent. So hopefully, you guys check that out on the WWE Network. Came out this past weekend or past week, and it's worth the watch. A lot of good TNA footage that they got access to as well. So that was cool. I just really liked the finish to this match. It was like a Super Styles Clash in a way. The way he caught him and dropped him onto the top rope, and then like he bounces and gets the Clash out of nowhere, kind of like it was just a really fun ending to this match, and you never knew like what they were going to do next to kind of top each other. I like the way even the bodyguard almost got involved too. So, and the referee's like, put him down like a child talking to him, like he's a big. So I like that. But besides that, nothing else worked. I didn't even get a pop out of Gilbert. I feel like a dead soul inside.
Oh, wow.
When it comes to wrestling.
I got a pop out of that because he's alive after that heart attack.
I know. I was happy to see him in that sense.
That's
like,
why I popped, like, because I was like,
I don't want to seem like I'm being a total funk here. Like that wasn't, I wasn't totally, like a curmudgeon bastard being like, oh, this sucks. But the way they used him and everything, it was just like, I'm happy to see that Gil's doing well. He's healthy, and at least he's getting a paycheck. Like, that's good. But that whole segment was so bad. It really was. And then they used, I always forget this guy's name. He's been in a few different things. He's been in TV shows and David Krumholtz. David Krumholtz. There we go.
Krumholtz.
He's the one that was in the Santa Claus. He was the elf that played, what was it, Brabus or whatever his name was? Yeah. Bernard. That's what it was. The elf, Bernard. So he was in the Santa Claus 1 and 2, I believe, and Addams Family and 10 Things I Hate About You, stuff like that. So he was in a lot of things, mid and late 90s. So, but it was weird to see him in the ring playing this Scottish imitation of Drew McIntyre. And you knew Drew couldn't be there. So, but that whole dirt sheet segment was just god awful. That was bad.
Yeah, I didn't like it.
You knew it was Gilbert because they ruined it with the sparklers showing you too. Like they didn't even really give it a chance to have the full pop. And besides that, I understand the story they're trying to tell here. They're saying that neither man is going to be victorious because the Miz is going to win, which is all well and good, but it's just there's so many better ways they could have handled this. This was such a time waster and poorly executed. It was bad. It was embarrassing.
Yeah, I did not like it. I only popped for Gilbert because of his heart issue. Like, I was like, cool.
Yeah, it's good. Like I said, I'm glad he got a paycheck and he's healthy, but I didn't want to see him in this capacity. It just wasn't a fun way to use him, I feel.
Yeah, I didn't.
And this, of course, is coming after a friend of the show and huge fan of the JCS Army, RYBACK, has been fighting with Mark Henry for days now on social media, basically. Cody and I were talking about this before. RYBACK was kind of discussing the idea of championship titles in pro wrestling being props, and Mark Henry kind of wanted an apology, from him. Cornette went in on him, and a bunch of people really started to go in on him. Then Busted Open started to really go after and drop a lot of knowledge on RYBACK. And that, of course, takes RYBACK to go ahead and start sending threats at Mark Henry because the Mr. I'm so peaceful, I'm going to preach nothing but peace and optimism and but really he's the biggest hypocrite in the world. He went ahead and he's like, oh, I'm going to break Mark Henry in half. And immediately, just like he does every time, resorts to violence and threats and acting like a total roided out Neanderthal. So awesome job, RYBACK.
I want all of those pieces of shit fucking cuntards. And I'm talking to you little skinny fucking cunt fuckers. All you little fuckheads who made fun of me because I went up to fucking whatever he wants to be him, went up to RYBACK and said to RYBACK, literally tried to get in his face and apologize to him and say, yo, I'm Joe Cronin, the guy that you shit-talked and lied about, and I'm the guy who made fun of you when you were a dickhead. And I just want to let you know that it was all comedy and jokes and shit, and it's not really a big deal. Want to shake hands? I'm sorry for it. I hope you're okay. And then he's the one that flipped the fuck out.
Yeah, you fucking listen to me. You need to be positive and use your platform for positivity.
Dude, you little fucking skinny cocksuckers out there who still to this day think you're funny when you're like, oh, Joe got clocked by RYBACK. Joe RYBACK. Yeah, you time in and time again, you have now been proven that Joe Cronin was right fucking 4 years ago when I told you what type of shithead this guy was. And you still denied it.
You've proven yourself
every fucking month. This fuckhead contradicts everything he lied to you about. For $9.99,
I'll tell you guys how to fucking be a positive guy on my channel.
I want to be a positive role model. Mark Henry stuck his neck out for RYBACK because no one wanted to wrestle him. After all that punk shit went down and all that, no one wanted to work with him. And look at that. You know, he had worked with RYBACK for the WrestleMania stuff, and Mark Henry put him over. And even though he didn't win the first time, he won later, you know. And Mark said, I was a hole filler with people like you who other people didn't want to work with. You talk about
he's a hole filler, all right.
Yeah. But he's like, I'm not threatening you. I'm just saying as a reactionary thing, if you hit me, there will be a hospital, you know, in your future. I'll make sure of it. And he said, that's my response to Mr. RYBACK, and I will never speak on it again because it's a waste of my energy. So I'm glad that, you know, and then he said, I want to make it more about peace because today is Martin Luther King Day. And I did like the package WWE put out. They do a great job every year with
every
that.
year. So Martin Luther King package is great.
It's always a stellar presentation from them. So that was nice too today. I'll give them credit for that. But
I have a dream that one day somebody will break RYBACK's neck into pieces.
Pretty much. I mean, RYBACK, how many times have we said it now? We have so much proof that he's contradicted and been just an outright hypocrite time and time again. He preaches optimism and positivity and you know, oh, I'm going to be a better person and take the high road and use my platform for good. And then constantly belittles, threatens, and acts violent towards people. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely insane.
Which, by the way, I actually don't mind RYBACK's fuckery. I don't mind it. Like, so what you don't understand is, like, I don't mind if RYBACK is this type of guy. It's kind of similar to me. I'm not even kidding about that. He actually is a dickhead similar to me. But when we were joking with him over the fact that his guy wanted all this money for him to be on my show, and then he said, oh, I didn't want money to be on your show. And then I made jokes about it. Then he got all pissed off. And then he blocked me. And then he went on a rant about me. And then we make a joke about pretending to, you know, there's someone calls in as RYBACK. It's just a joke. It's a stupid joke. Somebody calls in as RYBACK. We react to it. Big whoop. Then he goes off on a fucking meltdown. And then we see him in real life. And I go, hey, man, I hope you think it's funny. It was just a joke. And then he flips the fuck out, telling me that I need to be a better person and a human being and that that's not comedy and you're not supposed to do that type of stuff. Well, what do you do? So, like, listen, if RYBACK was just a cunt and he was like, yeah, I'm RYBACK and I don't give a fuck, who cares? I don't have a problem with that. Go for it. I think it's fucking hilarious. I wish RYBACK would just be this bully asshole. But instead he goes,
sign up for my thing for $9.99. I'm going to tell you about being positive and how you need to be a positive guy. And, yeah, super fucking male body, extreme fucking fat burner. And some shit that a company makes really cheap, like Indian kids put it together. And then they put my name on it. And it's like 50 other companies who do it. And they're different names, but mine says RYBACK. So you're going to buy it. And for $9.99, I'm going to tell you how you guys can be a good person. And we can seriously, we can take your life to the next level. Because if somebody's being bad to you, if someone's treating you like shit, you don't have to put up with it. You can move on, and you can choose to get involved and just spend all the time hating and spend all the time shitting on people, but that's not going to get you anywhere. That's why you need to be positive like the big guy. Yeah, because that's what I do. I finish it. And for $9.99, I can tell you about all the ways that I did it with my life and exactly how I apply it to my life. Oh, by the way, Mark Henry, you fat faggot piece of shit.
Like, it's like, you're fucking retarded, dude. You're retarded. You're a fake sham of shit. You fucking big, muscly piece of waste of shit. I'm not done with him. I'm never going to be done because this comes up every month. Listen, just say, listen.
It's all bullshit, and I sell fucking muscle products to make pussies turn into big men. And I don't give a fuck about being positive.
You don't just say it, RYBACK. Say, I don't give a fuck about being positive. I'm a fucking narcissistic psycho dickhead. And then that's it. Nobody will
undercover SJW.
I will actually
wants to have
back
his
you up.
soapbox.
The next time, if you come out and you say, you know what, fuck positivity and fuck all that shit, I was full of shit, and I'm going to be a dickhead because that's what I am, and that's what I do, and I'm RYBACK. I would have your back every time. If you called out Mark Henry, if you called out anybody, if you ranted on something and said, you know, fucking Vince is a cocksucker, I would be right there to go, fucking, hey, listen, that's his fucking opinion, and he's funny as fuck. That's fucking awesome. If people are offended by your opinion, then they're pussies, all right?
But you notice how the news, you know, just like everything else, always comes in threes, as they say. But you usually, where there's smoke, there's fire, and you hear multiple stories. This is the first thing we've heard negatively about Mark Henry, I want to say, in a very long time, if ever. You know, you don't hear many disparaging stories about him or his work ethic or who he is. And everyone praises him and how considerate he is, how he works with the younger talent, so on and so forth, you know, just praising him endlessly. Seems like a really good guy. Former world's strongest man, isn't that now, but certainly still one strong bastard. As we're RYBACK, you know, you look at his personality and his character and how that stands up to scrutiny, and that who has a nice word to say about him? Who has anything positive to say about him? That's the point here. That's the huge issue, you know? And it's like, I hate to kind of, you know, continue to throw shit at RYBACK, but he deserves it. He earns it his way. He brings it upon himself. Because he's so desperate for attention. Once he was out of WWE, he couldn't handle not having any sort of fame or being in the limelight. Because he didn't even really continue wrestling. It wasn't like he sought to wrestle on independent shows. It wasn't about the wrestling for him. It was about the attention. He always wanted the attention. We know this. That's why he's reviewing chicken sandwiches.
Right.
That's why he goes ahead and does stupid meme challenges
Which is
on
fine.
TikTok and acts like an idiot.
And that's fine. And that's
but
why
that's fine. But be yourself and be honest.
Dude,
Don't come down and
why didn't he
contradict
come on this
yourself
show?
Incessantly.
That's why didn't he come on my show? He literally would like this. He literally would, me and him would do a podcast where we just fucking shit on stuff. It'd be crazy. The guy is fucking delusional, though. That's the problem. He's out of his fucking mind. He's literally like JD in a way. He's like fucking like in his own shit. I'm the best shit ever. And this is back, dude, when like I was dominating him in views for like 2 years. He had nothing on his shit. And I was like, dude, let me fucking help you, man. You should be killing it. You're a wrestler. And it wasn't until someone else finally helped him that it all went well for him. And to this day, I mean, dude, listen, he should have crushed it. His channel exploded at one point a year ago or two. A year and a half ago, about a year ago.
For his
and
Popeye
he just
review.
blew the whole fucking thing, though. He should have been killing it still, but he didn't do it. And it's like, dude, why? Like, dude, I went up to him to say sorry, and he fucking went on a rant instead.
Yeah, he lost his mind instead. Go figure.
And it's like, dude, you know, if that happens to me and someone comes up to me and goes, and it wasn't even a big deal. It was just some stupid little shit. It wasn't like we've been tormenting a guy for a year or something like that. It was literally just a couple of things, a little and it come to find out his fucking producer was stealing his money. So come to find out we were right. His fucking producer, by the way, RYBACK wants Pat Buck to be fired from the WWE. And then RYBACK, we have him on audio, we have the video, everybody's heard it. Pat Buck, I'm
going to get you fired, Pat Buck. I'm going to personally get you fired.
Like, that's positive. So your buddy fucks with you a little bit and you guys have a falling out on your podcast, and then you go on a video and say, I promise I'm going to get you fired from the WWE because you're a piece of shit and it's coming. And I know that everybody wants to say that I'm positive and stuff, but
I don't know. Fuck that guy.
Like, it's like, what? Dude, I've worked with people that have done some insane shit to me. some insane shit has been done to me, and even recently has really been done to me, and I won't even talk about what it is because I fixed it. But my God, if you only people in the chat knew, and people knew what's been done to me recently, and it all links up to people that I used to work with, dude, I would never do what these people do to me. I would never do what RYBACK said he would do to Pat Buck. I'd be like, listen, we had a fucking falling out. I think you're a cunt. But I'm not gonna try to get you fired from WWE. What kind of a weird shit thing to do is that? I'm gonna get you fired from WWE, and talking about, like, you know, he really wanted to kill me at WrestleCon and beat me up and break my neck and do all these things into a pit of spikes. And back in olden times, I would have been brutalized, and he really wanted to do it so bad, but you just can't do those things nowadays. What? Over the fact that your fucking goddamn cunt of a fucking lying producer, Pat Buck, fucking told us that you wanted all this money, and then you said that's not true, and then we joked about it for a second. Then somebody called and did an impression of you that was clearly a joke. Then I come up to you and say, hey, man, I hope you understand it was all a joke, and then you flip out, and then you talk about how you want me to die. It's like, dude, are you that fucking triggered by shit? Are you serious, you big, muscly, fucking knucklehead asshole idiot? Like, just like Tommy NC in some ways when he had falling out and flips out on me. Exactly. It's a good point, too, Sweet, in the chat. But just like a lot of people, they get I don't know what it is about me. It's got something to do with me, I feel like. But it doesn't with RYBACK because he does it to everybody. But it is something to do with me. It's like people take it really seriously. And it's like, but dude, in real life, I'm like really nice in real life. Yes, online and in video, maybe I flip out and I seem like I'm going crazy and stuff like that. But if you come up to me and say, hey, this is really hurting me or really bothering me, or can you like take a look at this and like, would you not do that, or like maybe you could talk to me, or hey, maybe put me on your show and put me in a good light. I'd do that. I'd do that with RYBACK. RYBACK could have done that day. He could have put me and JD in headlocks, and he could have been like,
you fucking guys, see,
and then taking pictures with us, and then JD would have fucking tweeted it out, put a video out, like, we just met RYBACK, and he wasn't happy about all the shit we did, but he forgave us, and then he put us in headlocks and beat us up. And he could have given us an extra little squeeze in our heads and been like,
fucking, really, don't do it again. I'll fucking kill you. Anyway, like, yeah, I love these guys.
Like, that would have been hilarious, and the people would have loved him. They would have been like, man, fuck, man, RYBACK's cool as shit. You guys were dogging him and shit like that, and then he fucking took the time to, like, be cool. But no, instead he ruins his image, and he goes,
listen, you fucking this and that and a fucking other thing.
Anyway, fucking, let me play some donations. We're way behind, and I don't know. Raw was so bad tonight. We're talking about RYBACK versus Mark Henry. I mean, that's fucking what's going on.
At least it's topical.
Yeah.
You become a shit bomb.
JCS Foot Rub. Thanks for the $1 super chat. It was just $1 and it didn't have any audio. It just was a shit bomb. Thank you, JCS Foot Rub. Thank you guys for waiting around for all this time. I tried to get RYBACK on the show. In fact, RYBACK didn't want me on his show because he was like, I don't want to give him the publicity. Well, and then I messaged him and I said, dude, listen, I'll talk off the air with you and I won't record it, or I'll come on your show as like Billy. Shit, I don't give a shit. Just it's like I believe in squaring things away with other men. If shit, unless they're like an unreasonable psycho, you know, and you've done it a million times, but you know what I mean. For the most part, I believe in squaring things away with other men. If you really are that mad, you think I did something to you, I want to explain why I don't think so, and why I don't really not, you know, or whatever, or why I'll in the future take it easy on you. But when I heard him the next day on his podcast shit on me, talking about how he wanted me to die, after saying that you shouldn't do that to me, I was like, all bets are off now. You're a liar.
A shit bomb.
The only segment that was decent was the dirt sheet.
Jimmy Ty, what's up, man? Thanks for the $5. He actually liked the dirt sheet.
He liked the dirt sheet with Gilbert and David Krumholtz.
I will say that I like that segment more than some other people did, and only because, I'm telling you, I didn't even hear the beginning of the segment, because I legit, dude, I actually was coming unglued for Gilbert, because I was following all of his heart attack and surgery.
Yeah, like I said, I was happy to see him healthy, but I didn't pop in this scenario because it was just, it was a disappointment. I did like, I forgot about this. I did enjoy the WrestleMania report that they had with Triple H and Stephanie being anchors. I forget his name, but hers was I Need a Real Man. That was funny. They both had joke names, and having John Cena, you know, be one of the anchors, and, you know, Roman Reigns sticking to his character and you know, saying that he's not going to be the weatherman and all this kind of stuff. I thought it was funny. They were trying to. You don't really think people figured out it was us. That made me chuckle. That was stupid, but I liked the way they delivered it. At least they put a little bit of care and effort into this. They tried something, so I give them credit for it.
Well, with my new screen setup, I do got to say that John Wills is still on top for the week. $25. He's got the gold trophy. Shell in second with the silver. And D. Welsh with the bronze, dancing around in third place. I don't know what went on Discord, on my Discord server earlier today, but I got a message from Amanda. Really angry that Shell and Drew Bar were threatening her life. What the hell happened on Discord? I'm not the Discord police, so I don't know what the hell that's about. But apparently some kind of crazy drama or something going down on the Discord. I don't know what to tell you. So, man, if you're hearing this, I didn't see that DM until just now, but I don't know what you guys are threatening each other. You guys are threatening each other's lives. I don't know what the hell, man. What the hell's going on Discord? There's the Discord link, by the way. Anybody wants to go investigate that for themselves? Shell, you have the producer logo again on Discord too.
There we go, Shell. And Shell was right. Yeah, he was Henry Panky, a.k.a. Hanky Panky.
Hanky Panky.
And she was I Need a Real Man. So
nice.
I thought it was funny. Those are the stupid things, but it's not so cringy that it's eye-rolling. It's just like, hey, they're being silly. It's WrestleMania season. They're trying to have fun with the Hollywood gimmick and play roles. And okay, have fun with it. It's better than just having Michael Cole say something in commentary. That, so at least we had that from them. Now next week we're getting the return of Drew and Goldberg. They're going to be face-to-face the week of the go-home show for the Rumble. This is the last Raw we have next week before the Royal Rumble. And I'm really not excited for the Rumble, and it's so hard. Half of, 3/4 of it is WWE's booking, but a portion of it is not having fans. And I know that's no fault of their own, but damn, does that suck? Because, with them not having fans for the Rumble, it's so disappointing. I'm just not looking forward to it. Last year was such a good Royal Rumble, and I wasn't overly excited about it with Lesnar being involved, and they told a fantastic story from start to finish. They had a great buildup of everybody, Lesnar clearing house for like 13 or 15 entrants. Ricochet gets the low blow. Drew kicks him out of the ring with the Claymore. Place goes nuts. Drew goes on to win. Awesome moment with, AJ a few times. And then unfortunately, AJ tries to sell to the point where he gets injured from Edge, who makes his return after 9 years. Like there was a lot of cool moments and good, memories from the Rumble of the last year. And the fans were really all about it. Even that silly match we had with Roman and Baron Corbin to open the show, the Falls Count Anywhere one, they were fighting on the dugout. They were fighting, in porta potties. It was all over the place. And I missed that. It's just, I don't want to see the cinematic things. I just miss fans at this point. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers have been selling about 14,000 tickets at Raymond James Stadium for home games.
Let's go, baby. Tom Brady's going to win a Super Bowl.
Kind of looks that way. And it was cool that he was throwing a pass to Breeze's son, all that, afterwards showing respect.
That was
Drew
not
Brees.
cool. That was not cool. That was stupid.
You thought that was stupid? I thought that was nice. A little touching moment.
Fuck
Show
Drew
respect.
Brees. Fuck Drew Brees and fuck his whole family. Fuck Drew Brees and his family.
Little snot-nosed kids.
They're going to go hide in some white area because he's scared of the things he said on Twitter. And come on.
But if you figure the Buccaneers can have 14,000 fans in their stadium. It has a capacity for almost 70,000. I think it's like 66,000 exactly. Christ, why can't we have fans for Mania? The football games have been having 14,000 people in attendance.
I don't know. Well, they better have fans. I mean, they're going to be at Raymond James Stadium, so why can't they have fans?
So apparently WWE is supposed to release ticket information soon, but they have to have people at WrestleMania. I just don't understand why they aren't doing it for the Rumble. I mean, I get they don't want to tear the Thunderdome down, but if they just set up a goddamn screen in the
WrestleMania,
ring, people would be happy.
I understand them not doing the Rumble now, but I mean, you're going to do Mania. Why not do Mania? You know what you do? Get only people that are vaccinated and get only people that have had COVID. So it's like way less of a chance that anybody's going to get it. Dude, and that'd be a good experiment too. Literally.
Something to try.
Thousands
of
negative
people. COVID tests at the very least.
Yes. Get thousands of people that have had COVID and thousands of people that had the shot, and they're all allowed to go to the stadium, right? And they all go. And so imagine that you put 10,000 people in, and you tell them, like, not only are you going to WrestleMania, but you're also involved in this crazy, like, sort of science experiment. Like, would you be open to that? And they're like, of course, yeah. I mean, I already had COVID, so I don't care. Or like,
just
hey,
to see if anybody does get infected.
Right.
Does this reduce the chance of sharing the disease? Yeah, all those type of things.
That would be a huge experiment. If you put 10,000 people in that stadium, they wear masks, but they've already had COVID or they had the shot, and 10,000 people go in there, and then they all are going to report in the next 2 weeks, by the next 10 days, they got to report, like, if anything happened. And you find out that, like, one person or nobody or, like, 5 people got COVID or something like that, you'd be like, wow, that's really good news. But if, like, say, like, hundreds of people get it, then you're like, oh my God, oh no, like, you're screwed.
Yeah, it's confusing. If they can't have people for other events, AEW has fans. I mean, even if they just had, this sounds ridiculous, but even if they just did what they did for Mania last year in the Performance Center, but fill that with fans.
Yeah.
I would take that. I would take a Royal Rumble with this small little ramp, just this, no pyro, no nothing, just the ring, the ramp, the small little Titantron, and a packed as full as you can get it of the Performance Center. Pack the CWC with 1,000 people. If it's 2,000, do half. Space everybody out. I'd take 1,000 fans versus nothing. I'd take 500 versus, give us something.
Right. Listen,
I don't understand how AEW can do it. You can, and I understand that too.
It's got to be outside. That's
Heavy Step said they have to have people. It's
that's
outdoors. Right now they're in a baseball outdoor stadium. Okay, they don't want to tear down the Thunderdome, but they could have literally set up a ring on the outside of the Thunderdome. The way it's set up, it's almost like covering home plate, essentially. And they could have done it behind there and had a small production area.
I'd rather them go in the parking lot of the damn Performance Center and just have people lined up.
That's what I'm saying. You don't need the big thing. Have a ring set up in a parking lot.
A shit bum.
Shit bums.
Who do you think will win the Royal Rumble, Joe?
I think it's going to be somebody like, I think I got right now it's like Big E, Daniel Bryan, or I even think maybe like Edge.
I could see Edge. I could see Daniel. I don't see Daniel Bryan anymore.
Yeah, that might be
because Daniel Bryan was talking about how he's doing this losing streak to put people over right now, and that's his call because he's on creative at SmackDown.
A shit bomb.
Yeah, he's not going to book himself to win.
Was that dashing Randy Orton or a new member of Slipknot tonight?
Yeah.
210.
It looked a little Slipknot-ish, Robbie Hyde. Robbie Hyde, thanks for the $4.99.
But it was cool that they played with the burns and they actually kept with it. And they even said, they're mostly superficial, they're first degree, but it's enough to leave, minor scarring and so he feels like a monster. That's good. At least you stuck with the story. It would have been horrible if Orton just showed up today and nothing was wrong.
You become a shit bomb.
Yo, Botch Club.
What up, Tag Team Podcast Champions?
Club.
Here's to your technical difficulties tonight. Buy our first official COVID 316 shirt now before it's gone forever.
Ooh.
DM now to order.
Guys, don't miss out on this t-shirt, okay? Don't miss out on it. It's $19.99 from Botch Club. Thank you, Botch Club. Guys, don't miss out on the COVID 316 t-shirt. This thing is so goddamn amazing. I've got one on the way. I'm going to get one probably from Botch Club earlier, but I'm still going to order one anyway because they're just sick, and I got one on the way. I'm going to have 3, so I'm probably going to give one away. Maybe I'll give one away with the Brody Lee t-shirt. I don't know. Speaking of the Brody Lee t-shirt, Jake's came.
I'm wearing mine right now.
Jake's came. Everyone seemed to come like around the same time. And I got something waiting at my box, so I know that's got to be it. So
it's got to be it, then. Yeah.
Hats off to Chicago, man, for getting that thing out there. Damn, they got that turned around quickly. Listen, guys, go to Botch Club.
Yeah, you figured 2 weeks' time.
Go to Botch Club on Instagram and check it out. And by the way, speaking of Botch Club, you guys got to do something with that foot stomp that went bullshit tonight.
Oh, my God. You have to bring that up. That was god-awful. And they should have done it where it was completely off-screen.
That's what it's supposed to be. That's why he didn't stomp his foot, because you could have worked it.
The cameraman
Botch Club did it.
That whole thing.
Botch Club
the cameraman killed it.
Fucking idiot.
Yeah? Ah, God! Right up your ass!
Fucking idiot.
And he did sell it well, but it looked so bad that you couldn't. You know, it was fucked. It was ruined.
Yep, it was
there was
ruined.
nothing they could do to save it.
The match was ruined for me too. I went, well, that's stupid. I'm done with that.
Exactly. And the match was oh God, it was a travesty. And I don't know what they're trying. We already saw Riddle tap out.
Yeah.
It's done. He lost to Lashley clean. Like, why are they trying to push this? At least with Owens, he almost beat Roman. He was really close, and then some, shenanigans happened. So you're like, damn, that could. At least there's an almost option. There was no almost. Lashley destroyed Riddle last week. It was a beating and a half, and then this week to include, the Lucha House Party stuff. I'm not a fan of them together as Lucha House Party. Grand Metalik was good, in 205 Live. Same thing with Lince Dorado, and I don't want to see Lucha House Party. I have no interest in them coming out with a piñata and partying together.
I like Grand Metalik, but it's like the party.
That's what I'm saying.
thing's
Individually,
over.
they're very talented and they're good wrestlers. Especially when they were in 205 Live, I enjoyed them and their work. But I don't want to see that on the main roster, and I don't want to see Riddle teamed up with them.
Yeah.
I guess they're not going with Riddle and Hardy anymore. They gave up that idea with the Hardy Bros.
I think they are because they're not doing it. Oh shit! Here we go.
Done anything with them?
Why is this black text coming up? I don't know what that's about, guys, but we'll figure that out later. Stone Cold Soleil. Damn, man, $25. Holy crap! It's a bomb from Stone Cold. I mean, that's kind of a bomb, when you think about it. It's a bomb on a Monday night.
Stone Cold Sala tipped $25. I'm sorry for those technical difficulties, but Yal fixed it and got it back on as fast as possible, so props to Yal.
Thank you.
It isn't much money, but I wanted to thank you for getting me through COVID with these high-quality videos. Also, fuck Ryroid Nia Jax.
That was awesome.
Oh my God. Yo, Stone Cold, thank you, man, for the $25, man. That voice is so proper that it's... I feel like I just got a promotion at work from that donation. That was amazing.
J-Rod says Jey Uso might win the Rumble. That would be cool.
That would be interesting. I'll have these donations fixed a little bit better throughout the week. I know I keep saying that, but I'm sorry. They're still a little jacked up. This new system is great that I have set up, though.
WWE Rules and AEWCW sucks tip $3.33. LMAOU marks love the flips and dives, but hate the excellent storytelling of WWE. 10 years lololololo.
AEWCW will be gone in 10 years, lol. Yeah, we even said this earlier. My buddy Patrick said it. They're taking the best parts of WCW, and that's because Tony Khan was a fan. That's what he enjoyed, was WCW, and he liked most of the things that you're seeing.
Is that really it?
Is from his nostalgia.
He really did like the WCW stuff better. I didn't even know that.
He was big into that, and he went to a ton of ECW shows. He used to fly to go to the ECW shows.
But he wasn't
private chartered.
But he was also a WWE mark too, though, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely. But he apparently was very nostalgic for WCW. That's why you'll see him book a lot of angles similar to WCW in its mid '90s heyday.
Where are the raffles located, Botch Club? Just type it in the chat. Type it in the
Botch Club.
chat.
I'll have to maybe get 2 shirts and sew them together to fit me. But I've lost some weight. At least I can order stuff online now.
WWE Rules and AEW. WCW sucks. Thank you for the $3.33, man. I appreciate that, dude. And Stone Cold is going to be our top dog right now. He's in the top dog spot up there.
Hell
and we got 2 times more than RYBACK. How about that? Yeah, and listen, and I restarted my stream too. How about we would have had 700 to 800 people watching tonight, and unfortunately,
if not more. You lose the notifications most times. At least some people got them, but
yeah, listen, 2 things went wrong tonight, and I didn't expect that. I couldn't believe that the that the software blew like shit itself, and at least XSplit said, yeah, we fucked up. You know what I mean? I'm like, yeah, you fucked up. I fucking lost my work tonight. Like,
that's what happened before I went live for the Extra Life. That's why I was all freaked out, and because I had bought a year's worth of the service, the XSplit, so I wouldn't have any issues. But it was saying that I didn't pay for it, and it wouldn't let me go live, and I lost all my scenes. And
do you realize that you raised $3,000 for Children's Hospital?
We, this badass community, with all your help, everybody,
we raised
a lot of great work done. And we got more coming up this year. The hospital's been in touch, and they have a few things they want to do, so that's pretty cool.
That blows me away, dude. When I look back at that stream the other day, and I was like, dude, we all raised $3,000 for that hospital, and
helped out several families directly. And I know they went ahead and they bought video game systems for the kids to have to play while going through like chemo, treatments and whatnot. So it was spent wisely for the kids to have. It helps with hospital bills and keeping them entertained. So. Yeah,
man, it's just, this community is crazy awesome. You guys are the best. That was nuts, and it was a fun time. And I was telling the other day about how I was like sad the other night. I was playing games on Sunday night, and I was like, man, like I miss Jake, I miss Troy, I miss Moon, I miss my buddy Bobby. I miss when we all used to play PUBG. That was the best time, like, ever, dude.
Fun killing it.
Every post show,
crew back together.
I would play. I don't think anybody wants to play though. But I just think that I just missed that time, and I knew it. I said it during that time. I said, man, and someday this is like we're not gonna be. This isn't gonna be happening, and I'm gonna remember this, 3-year, 2-year period we had. And I did to this day. People asking about Mortal Kombat. We're going to do a podcast talking about the Mortal Kombat stuff. So for the people,
I'm so excited for that. I hope it's good. But I mean, there's been so many iterations and different things in Mortal Kombat not dealing with the video game series. I'm saying they've had cartoons. They've obviously had the 2 major motion pictures, but they've also.
I feel like there hasn't been any
shows, and
I think we're thirsty.
Respawn did the show a few years back that was actually pretty good. But now there's not even a way to watch it unless somebody uploaded like backups of it because Machinima was gone with all that stuff. And yeah, it's looking pretty damn good. Apparently, it's going to be very fatality heavy and gory. They're trying to make it that over the top violent.
Well, save it, Jake. Stop it. Don't do it now. We're not going to give it away here. We're going to talk about it on Patreon. Don't give it away here.
Like we got to talk about WWE's plans for the Hall of Fame as well.
No, that's going to. We'll talk about that too. That's enraging. I can't believe I haven't had the 420 donation fixed yet. I'll fix that one tonight. That's got to get there.
Fuck Karen, suck my dick, and fuck cancel culture shit. Fuck Karen, you dumb bitch. Fuck Karen, suck my dick.
Mitch Bennett, what up, Mitch Bennett? What's up, Mitch?
Mitch Bennett tipped $4.20. Hey Joe and Jake, I love you both. I'm a recent wrestler that's trying to get a bit more attention from the big companies. I did some stuff in the past, but that's water under the bridge. Could you please give me a plug so they can notice me?
Mitch, what you should do is send me some of your matches or videos if you have them, and then like I can at least tweet them out. Or like do commentary on them or something?
Yeah, I was gonna say Joe and I can do commentary over a match and then put that up as like a segment thing. We're always, looking for wrestlers to talk to and stuff. We featured a few different local talents and indie wrestlers, not signed to anywhere on here before. So it's a lot of fun, and we're always looking to support, wrestling in general.
If you type in Mitch Bennett on the YouTube search and search for him, what comes up is a video game thing, and then after that, Lars Sullivan's gay scenes. Do you know why?
That's his real name.
Because that's Lars Sullivan's real name.
Yeah. but he's he's an independent wrestler, and if he wants to go ahead and hey, I didn't realize it first, but I'm not.
Oh my God,
that's not all that focus, but. I'm trying to think of that guy's name that we used to talk to on Facebook. That was crap. Now I feel terrible, but my brain sucks. But he actually won Rookie of the Year with us helping him get the votes and stuff.
Oh, yeah?
I can't remember his damn name, and I feel terrible right
He
now.
helped us win what?
He won the Rookie of the Year for his wrestling school. That was pretty cool a few years back.
Yeah, I think I do know what you're... Oh, I know who you're talking about. He was down in...
name right now.
He's down in Florida.
Yeah, he was one of the ones, but...
There's a couple people, though, that we knew that... somebody... And people I lost touch with, too, that were doing stuff, and so there's been a few. If I can't suck out your shit, fuck Karen, you dumb bitch.
Fuck Karen, suck my dick.
Go ahead.
If I cancel culture shit, fuck Karen, you dumb bitch.
Look at that Karen going crazy.
Fuck Karen, suck my dick. If I cancel culture shit, fuck Karen, you dumb bitch. 'Cause Karens are shit.
Gilberg's left nut tipped $4.20. Fuck Raw and fuck RYBACK.
Gilberg's left nut. Thank you for the 420, man. Smoke up, you psycho. Much appreciated, dude. Thank you for coming in with that. And we love you, brother. We really do. Here comes another one. You know I really got to fix it. You know I really got to fix it when a $1 donation triggers the Karen song.
Karen donation, yeah.
Yeah, I got to fix that. I have major problems. But I will say, it is nice to have even more options than ever in this capacity, and certainly we love you guys. I can probably fix it. I'm going to have it all fixed by Friday night, trust me. It's going to take me hours to figure this out.
Fucked up dono tipped $1. I'd sniff Amanda Carmen's used panties, fuck her crooked eyeball back into place, and watch Bullfrog toss her salad. Probably the only salad he would eat, that disgusting fat fuck.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
You know, I can't argue with that. I think that is the only salad he would eat, is tossing salad.
Yeah.
I don't picture Bullfrog eating any green vegetables.
You ever splooge? You ever splooge into the salad and then you shake it up and eat it?
Yeah, the salad shakers. Delicious.
Joe, D-Live X Tags channel talk about politics and Trump. What?
Bless you.
What are you saying to me, SEM? Say that again. I don't know where he's at. What you're saying? Something about be careful with D-Live or something.
I know they were kind of band happy with some people, but...
Yeah, I mean, I'm still a notch below the ranting politics people, and I know that they shouldn't be banned either, but I'm still like, I feel like I'm still a step behind them. Now, what I did on D-Live, I wouldn't do on Twitch really, but it's not that much different.
Yeah, it's funny. You can get away with a bit more, it seems like, on D-Live than Twitch, but then you can't still really get away with that much.
Yeah. So, I don't know. I don't think we've done anything that I need to worry about there yet, but, I mean, even Owen Benjamin on his crazy rant the other day, he got 30-day suspension. They didn't even ban him.
No, not even a warning, nothing. Just, you're done.
No, they suspended him, but he can come back.
At least he's not permanently gone.
But everybody else got rid of him like you're done. Like he can't bank. He's done everywhere except for there.
So tired of all the censorship. I mean, if you don't want people there, if people are causing legit harm and if they're abusing their significant other on stream or their children,
wait till they start rounding you up.
It's coming.
Wait till they start rounding you people up.
There's a severe reason that someone legitimately should be banned. This shit is just so nonsensical now.
BitChute sucks, man. Whenever I go onto it, the videos never load. There's no live option. Holy moly donut shop. So it's kind of like,
I appreciate the idea that they have for BitChute, but they don't have the funding and the capital to get it off the ground like they need to.
Yeah.
The site's down all the times. And like when I used to go and try and see some like the Mr. Medicare stuff, he would go ahead and he'd say I posted a video, and then you'd refresh 1,000 times and it's not there. You have to wait for days for it to show up just on your feed. It was a crapshoot of whether or not some people could see it, other people couldn't, and things like that. There was always issues.
Shit bomb.
You become a shit bomb.
Shit bomb.
Smiley face.
JCS Foot Rub, thank you for the $2 super chat, man. What's up, JCS Foot Rub? Much, much appreciated. Did we ever find out where the Botch Club raffle is? Anybody figure that out? Botch Club.
I did not.
Leave it again, Botch Club. I might have missed you saying it.
But the donor definitely got me with the Mitch thing. I wasn't paying attention with that.
Right?
You become a shit bomb.
Joe, can please share my 2 raffles I have live?
I want to.
Where are they?
I want to know where they are. Himmelgod, ladies and gentlemen, is your king. And I had his whole thing set up here to honor him at the beginning of the show, but when everything went down earlier, I was unable to do that. So shout out to Himmelgod, who is the king of the Wheel of Funk for the entire week leading into Monetize This Friday night when the Monetize This belt is on the line again.
You become a shit bomb.
JCS Foot Rub, just dropping some $1.99 love. JCS Foot Rub, thank you, man, for rubbing my feet.
Thank you.
On his Instagram, he says. On his Instagram. Oh.
Foot Rub all elite. I didn't see.
How do I
Maybe
find
it's
his
like a story
raffle?
or something? I don't use Instagram. I'm an idiot.
I don't know how
That
Instagram
stuff.
works very well either. I just go on it, look at his videos and other people's videos real quick, and then that's it. What the hell?
There you go. The raffle is on his Instagram. There you go.
I'm on his Instagram.
For
the only link
people
goes
curious
to what
about
culture?
tomorrow? Besides Throwdown, before Throwdown, obviously, you have AEW Dark. I think one of the big matches with that is Luchasaurus is taking on Brandon Cutler. So it's like dragon versus dinosaur idea. That's the gimmick. And then Impact supposedly has a huge surprise in store. They're having all their coverage of Hard to Kill, obviously, the fallout from that. But people have tweeted out spoilers. I avoided them, but they said, trust me on this one. You will not want to miss Impact this Tuesday night. Spread the word. And then Ken Shamrock also tweeted out a veiled threat towards Tony Khan, saying, like, I hope we cross paths again. So
What?
it looks like this whole AEW Impact rivalry is going to kick off into full gear
Right.
starting tomorrow.
You become a shit bomb.
They're really going at it.
I can't see Mandy near. Would you move your ladus?
Irvin Stalker, thanks for the $3. Yeah, they were kind of hot in there, man. Mandy is, I don't know. It was just like unbelievable that Baszler would lose to her. So I love what's her face though. I still like who the hell came out?
Dana Brooke?
Dana Brooke. Yeah, I still like Dana Brooke though. I mean, she hasn't been.
I do as well, and she's been doing much better. So
Yeah, not the best in the ring, but
she's
know.
gotten better. I feel like.
What else happened
the match
tonight?
she had
Did
last week was entertaining against Shayna Baszler.
Did we miss more stuff tonight, or like did we? I forget.
I mean, we covered most of it. Like I said, it's just there wasn't. We talked about the Hurt Business match, which was just a shit show against Riddle, and obviously the story there is Cedric Alexander will be going ahead and obviously either breaking up the group or they're showing the bickering between him and Shelton. They're either going to break apart or Cedric Alexander is going to be removed from the group. Problem is, it's just feels like bad creative because I don't give a damn.
Yeah.
And then they're booked as heels one week, faces the next week, so it's awkward, it's uncomfortable, and you never know what to you're supposed to be feeling. You can't make your own opinion. AJ and Ricochet, I like that match, even though it had a few moments here and there. I thought it was a really fun, good match between the two of them, and I especially loved the ending. I didn't like Shayna and Mandy. That was way too short, and I guess by design for the story that they had to tell. But there just was nothing enticing in the match. And Xavier Woods against Mace, the whole thing they're trying to tell there with Retribution. So we moved on from Ricochet to Xavier Woods. Yay! So now we're going to see Xavier Woods take on everybody week after week. And I know Mustafa Ali is working his ass off. I mean, he's in overdrive trying to sell this gimmick like you wouldn't believe. But WWE is just not giving him any support. I'm surprised they even aired a portion of the promo that he cut on Twitter.
Yeah, that was a bit surprising.
I mean, they even talked about Kofi Kingston replacing him. That was cool that Ali brought that up. I like that Mustafa Ali was talking about Kofi's broken jaw keeping him out of the Royal Rumble, because now you can know what it's like to have someone take your spot. I was like, damn, that's good. Keep that up. You know, let's get. But you of course can't have the match with Kofi. So if they build to it, it could be something interesting. But
I like that they built off of his rants that he does not on the show.
yeah, finally they're getting a chance to really, show off some of the good promo skills that Ali has. Sadly, Retribution is just an overburnt steak. There's no saving it. You can't cut into it and find anything salvageable. The meat is ruined. It's all charred. Just got to start over. Get Ali out of there. Take the masks and the nicknames away from everybody there and let them be who they were from NXT, or recast them entirely. Either or, but just scrap Retribution. Call it a failed project. Go bury it where you put Raw Underground and Sami Zayn's electric chair and the darker third hour of Raw and Mick Foley's, more intense Raw and all that other shit that they promised us, and leave it be. Let it die.
Why did they constantly introduce this like third hour is dangerous thing? And then
because they wanted to attract viewers, because most people were leaving during the third hour.
But it's like they never did it though, so it's like
they never did anything. They turned off the lights, or they had Underground for a few weeks, which was trying but not really accomplishing anything. It was weird to present real fights in a shoot fight scenario, because then you were expressing the rest of the show to be extra fake. So the Underground just hurt the show.
It just made no sense, because it was like, why are they fighting? It doesn't matter. Like, what is going on?
Speaking of why are they fighting, Jeff Hardy and Jackson Riker are still continuing this feud. I thought this was over after the Symphony of Destruction match that they had with obviously Elias, and these two have been feuding forever as well. And then we got the shitty match between Asuka and Alexa. And I really I get they're trying to say Alexa Bliss, she's been taken over by the Fiend. I like that. Okay, I'm fine with that. But the lights turning off and them teasing that the Fiend's coming back just so you won't turn away when they come back from commercial, I fucking hate this nonsense. They do it all the time. How many times have I brought this up now? But it's constant. They tease you with these fake moments just so you won't tune away. And then when you come back, Retribution's coming, the Fiend's coming, Orton's coming out, something, and nothing happens. Nothing happens.
Yeah.
It's infuriating. They have to bait and switch like this all the time to keep fans from tuning out. This match was a joke. There was barely any offense. Them staring at each other and kind of her no-selling some of the moves. It was odd. I get that they're trying to have her apply the mandible claw but then she gets the Sister Abigail and pins the women's champion clean. And this is not the first time Asuka's lost as champion. We've seen her lose many times. But still, you're having the champion lose to Alexa for no reason. There is no reason to put Alexa over here. She already burnt Orton.
Yeah.
The real story is the Fiend and Orton. She's just like an appetizer and a dessert. She's supposed to add to the entree. But they're making her the whole damn meal. And I'm not saying she's not a snack. She certainly is. But she's not that burger, It's not enough to fill us. This is not working.
What the hell?
It works, but I'm telling you.
Maybe Ryback will attack her on Twitter next.
Hey, if he likes chicken sandwiches, he loves
what did you say about me, Alexa? You little whore. Let me tell you.
Oh man,
the whole thing it's embarrassing that they have talented workers, they've got great wrestlers, they just don't know what to do with anybody.
By the way, I opened up the phone lines, guys. If you do want to call in, I might be able to get you on here. Looks like you'll be able to ask questions, say something, whatever you want to do. 339-226-6610. It's been a while since I've had the phone lines open. Obviously, we're on Discord all the time. You guys can pop into Discord in the waiting room in the hold area, and I'll put you on. But for the people that can't do that or don't want to do that or whatever the case is, 339-226-6610.
And I know some people said, sorry to cut you off there. Some people said Drew being homesick. It's like, I know that takes away. And I didn't even count that against them. At least he was able to cut the promo from his gym. That wasn't bad. It wouldn't have saved the show had Drew been there, but it would have been more entertaining. Absolutely, because he's always fun to watch. I always like when Drew comes out and gets on the mic. Yeah, Jade Cargill is the whole meal and the leftovers. And yes, I agree, Neil. she is the whole thing. We want the whole burger, the steak, the ribs, the French fries, the salad, and the French onion soup, and that's Jade. But no, Alexa's great. I mean, it's just this story is so hit or miss, and then her feuding with Asuka now. Like, does she want the title? Is that what they're saying? Because it didn't seem that way most of the time. Her focus wasn't on the championship, so it's just frustrating.
Well, you know,
I don't even know what to give it, honestly.
My
a 3.
I want to say
probably.
My browser froze again, but Pussy Lips McGee says, "Fuck you, Bullfrog. How does it feel that you got effed in the tadpole by Himmelgod? Take that."
Yeah, he got screwed. I thought he was going to make it back. I thought he was going to be able to return. It was close for a while, and then out of nowhere,
right,
Himmelgod returns.
Probably because I opened Skype. I think I just ruined my computer by opening Skype. So I'm going to go ahead and close that now. So, guys, listen, I'm just going to... I mean, you can super chat if you want. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe this... Yeah, you know what? Closing Skype did it. Fun fact, did you know a person who was the fake Drew was an elf in the Santa Claus movie? Yeah, we talked about it earlier.
Yeah, it was Bernard. I just said
Bernard.
Barabbas. I think they call him Barabbas in that movie, but... Yeah, Bernard.
Yeah, we were talking about
and then he was
earlier.
in 10 Things I Hate About You and a few other things, and he was on some TV show.
He was also
CBS
in a family movie, Jack Me Off July, and he played the carnival actor who would give people a rub in the tug underneath the Ferris wheel.
Now it makes sense.
Yeah, but you had to make sure that he knew you were there for that. So you had to show up. You had to drop a 20 on the ground, and you had to be holding what's it called? Dough. What's it called? Not cookie dough. Fried dough. You had to be holding fried dough.
Oh, fried dough and funnel cakes, one in each hand.
In each hand, and then just stand near the back area where the batteries were, and he would unzip you and just take care of it. But you'd have to drop a 20 first for him to know, and then drop a 20 again on your way out. It's $40. It's crazy.
Best tug you'll get for $40, though.
I want to thank Fun Fact for that $1, and I want to thank Pussy Lips McGee for coming in as well before the thing froze. But actually, wait a minute. Oh, there you go. Oh, look at that.
You dumb bitch.
Give me some Karen, baby!
Fuck Karen, suck my dick. And fuck cancel culture shit. Fuck Karen, you dumb bitch. Fuck Karen, suck my dick. And fuck cancel culture shit. Fuck Karen, you dumb bitch. 'Cause Karens are shit.
Fun fact tipped $1. Did you know, the person who was the fake Drew was an elf in the Santa Claus movie David Krumholtz?
Thank you, Fun Fact. We did talk about it earlier, but there may be some new viewers who just jumped in a few minutes ago and maybe they didn't know we talked about it, so boom. Write it down. Write that down, people. Start to know your shit. Okay? I popped for Gilbert, okay? I really popped. Like, if you had a video on me at home, when he came out, I went, fucking yeah! Yeah! But, like, literally not because I was surprised that Gilbert was here, but more that, bomb! Oh my God, his heart attack, he's alive.
You become a shit bomb.
Like, this guy just had a heart attack.
Joe, do you like Jack Daniels?
Yes. If you guys remember, I used to drink Jack Daniels whiskey. I'll monetize this. Who shakes better than that, Karen or D'Lo Brown? I mean, I got to go with D'Lo, man. Although, I don't know, man. Something about what she does is super unnatural. Like, D'Lo, it felt like funky. Like, here we go, baby. But, you know.
D'Lo had that neck, that wobble.
Yeah. And
You're
then,
looking at the real deal now.
Well, the neck wobble was always supposed to be a warning from God not to drop draws. But it's like he couldn't figure out where the neck, why was there so much neck, why was there so much wiggle in the neck? And it was supposed to be a warning from the gods and the reptilian aliens of the, the other parallel dimension that we live in. And they were trying to tell him, like, hey, be aware of people's necks because you're going to drop them on their neck. And, some people don't get, how are you supposed to know? You know what I mean? It's really, some people know the signs.
How are you supposed to know?
Some people get the signs, some people don't. and unfortunately it didn't work out for him. But
Jack Daniels, I love Jack Daniels. Jack Daniels sauce, Jack Daniels gravy.
Can I ask you that commercial between whatever on Raw tonight for Walker, is that supposed to be Walker Texas Ranger?
I don't know.
Because it was
I wasn't really paying attention to the commercial, so I only saw the tail end.
A shit bomb.
Oh God, I hope not.
Show sucked, kill me.
Evan Wright, what's up, man? Shout out to Canada. Evan, yeah, it did suck, man, and nobody's happy with it, and then I couldn't get my show on the air for 40 minutes late to do this Raw review.
Joe, it is a reimagining of the long-running series Walker Texas Ranger called Walker. It follows the adventures of Cordwell Walker, a widower and father of 2 with his own moral code, as he returns home to Austin after being undercover for 2 years, only to discover there's hard work to be done at home.
Oh,
so it's going to be on the CW. It's going to be, Arrow for the, the ranch man. Red Dead Revolver meets the CW, Arrowverse.
Wow. I mean,
I don't know about that one. I used to like Walker as well.
It didn't look that bad, but I'll have to watch it. But I just feel like Walker, at least they didn't call it Texas Ranger. Like, it's a little different. But Walker Texas Ranger, man, is legendary. Like this, it's just another bastardization of something. Like Walker Texas Ranger to me is like Back to the Future. Like you can't recreate Back to the Future. And I think it's the same reason why they recast Eric Stoltz. I feel like when Eric Stoltz was on the set, they were like, yeah, this is what we wrote and shot, and he's good, but like it felt more like a serious movie where everybody else had this almost like cartoon persona. It really feels like Eric Stoltz is playing it like pretty straight, and it's like Eric Stoltz made the movie seem darker and like more serious. Yeah. And yet everybody else around him was cartoonish almost. And when they got Michael J. Fox back, you can see it right away. Michael J. Fox is this more bubbly, like chemistry guy with everybody else, where Eric Stoltz was very different. It was almost too much like his dad in the movie or something. But like that's what I mean. Like these remakes, a lot of times you see why there was such magic in the old one, because everything has to come together. It can't just be. It's got to be the script is pretty damn good. It's got to be the thing was shot the right way with the right tone, with the right editing. It's got to be that the jokes hit. And then the biggest thing,
it all
the
just
chemistry
has to work. And like you said, the original Walker became a cult hit, and it made Chuck Norris into a real legend. And then that's what started all the memes and stuff too. Of Chuck Norris is stronger.
Uh-oh. Yeah, I mean, listen, Chuck Norris was... oh, boy. Chuck Norris, the show was good anyway. Before it really became a meme, it was so good anyway. Like, it was already doing well. And then it got even better later on when people started memeing it, because then it was like people would want to go back to see what it was. It's like Star Trek The Next Generation, so many memes with Picard and stuff like that. It's like that's what happened. What the hell? Okay. I think I just lost Jake, everybody. Sorry about that. But yeah, me and Jake are going to talk about Mortal Kombat. Shit bomb! We're going to talk about a bunch of other stuff.
You become a shit bomb.
What's up, JCS Photo?
Have you seen Sidekick with Chuck Norris, Joe?
Yes. Dude, Chuck Norris is one of those guys that's pretty damn good in everything. Like, you put Chuck Norris in anything, and you're like, yeah, Chuck Norris, man, yeah. Pretty cool. By the way, is the guy who showed up tonight playing McIntyre, isn't that the guy from Doogie Howser, too? Didn't that guy play somebody on Doogie Howser? The guy that dressed up as Drew McIntyre in the Viking shit tonight? Am I crazy? Pretty sure. I'm not really sure. It's not the real RYBACK TV. It's a fake RYBACK. Fake RYBACK again, brother. He's always out there on the prowl. There's always a fake. RYBACK, get the hell out of the chat, RYBACK. Right now. Right now. Get him out of here. Get him out of here. If the real RYBACK was here, I wouldn't block him. I'd say he's okay to be here. But fake RYBACK's got to go. It's got to go, brother. Well, I'm going to have a lot of work to do tonight between putting my new computer together and downloading all the files I need to download into it and getting all the donations reset up throughout the week. So I've got a lot of work to do, which I don't want to do because this is the fifth or sixth computer since 2013. You know?
Mark Henry.
Oh, man. I would, advertise RYBACK shit for, 2 months. Every show. If he sat down for half an hour. Hell, I'd do it on his shit. He's a funny guy. I still like RYBACK. I just don't like... I just think his hypocrisy's funny. That's all. Dude, this guy was about to lose his clothes dressed as, Drew McIntyre. I mean... What a mess, bro. What a mess. Anyway, my computer is legit frozen right now, so I can't even see what you guys are writing. So I will see you guys tomorrow. I'm going to put some news videos out there and some other things and all that other stuff. Plus a bunch more. You guys can email me, joecronshow@yahoo.com, and you can hit me up on Twitter. I ranted over there earlier. And I'll be doing some other stuff as well. Plus me and Jake are going to talk about the new Mortal Kombat photos that came out and some of the other stuff with Mortal Kombat and some other entertainment news, plus your questions on Patreon in our podcast later on. D-Live monetized channel, Joe? What are you talking about? What do you mean monetized channel? What the fuck are you saying? They monetize people's channels? I mean, my channel is monetized, isn't it? I got lemons on it. You know? Isn't it monetized then? I don't know what you're saying. Anyway, if you can't understand it, hit me up later. All right, hit me up later, baby. We'll see you later to talk about it. I want to thank you to the Himmel God. He's the king. Thank you to Stone Cold Salad for the $25. He is the top dog tonight. And everybody else, man, thanks for sticking it through despite me having all my connection problems and computer crashes and XSplit breaking and everything else like that. I'll see you guys tomorrow. And I'm going to be... I built a $700 computer so I could sell it for $800. And it never sold. So the good news is I have a brand new computer that I built sitting over there. So, hey, that's pretty fucking cool. I'll catch you guys later. You guys you're going to think I'm still live because my whole computer just crashed. So you're going to think I'm live, but I'm off the air. Goodbye. Someone just donate. I hope not. Otherwise, it's not going to play. JCS Foot Rub. If you donated, man, I can't see it. My whole computer's frozen right now. I'm gonna go set my new computer up now and start downloading the millions of things that I'm gonna have to download to this computer. Unbelievable. All right, it's gonna take forever. Goodbye. Thank you for the support, though, man. Thank you, guys.